She has this thing covered. Not many people in the world can say, I dropped Helen Obiri in the last half mile, but Sheila Chepkarui has done that. She came in, told me she was ready, and she has proven it up that last little hill. And it takes thousands of miles to get to the starting line, and it takes 26.2 more to get to the finish line first. Sheila Chepkarui. She is the champion of the TCS New York City Marathon. And she does come through very quickly in Helen Obiri. Second in defense of her title. She was sixth the first time she ran here. Then a winner, and this time, the second place finish. Sheila Chepkarui, unofficial time right now shows 2:24:35. 2:24:35, more than 3 minutes faster than last year's. Here comes your children. We happy? Mom had a good day out on the roads.
She sure did, coming back from being sick in Chicago to here, having a coaching change. Her husband coached her for years. They loved it, but he's getting busy. She's getting busy in life, and they said, we need to have a little bit more time on your running, and look at how she's running today.
Great run by Vivian Chariot, 41 years old, to come in third place, 2:25. Yeah, you can tell that, right? It's amazing how, boy, once you cross that line, oh, there it is. 200 to go for Sarah Vaughn.
Sarah Vaughn coming up. She said she was ready for 2:23. She's not going to quite get that, but she's going to get that first American, which is so exciting. Look at how strong she is, John, coming up that hill.
Through, yeah.
From 1,500 meters all the way to 26.2, this woman has made the U.S. team. She's run the She's run at the World Championships on the track, and now she here is on the streets in New York City, running 26.2, running another phenomenal time. Bravo, Mama.
Eunice Chumba is the fourth place finisher. She came across Fabian Schlumpf from Switzerland, fifth, and in sixth place, top American. Across the line, Sarah Vaughn. What a great Sunday she had here in New York City. Good shot of Sheila Chepkarui, the winner here. 16th win by a Kenyan in this event. And now we're at the front. Abdi Nagai and Evans Chebet are the two that have decided they're going to duke this out. Jeffrey Kamora, the two-time champ, has fallen off just a bit, and he has left it to the man from the Netherlands in the orange kit, and the Kenyan Evans Chebet.
This is Evans Chebet, 30th marathon. You think the guy knows how to run 6.2? He's also won twice in Boston. He's won here in New York. He said he has been dealing with some injury. We know that. He didn't run as well as we thought in Boston last spring. He was still third. I mean, he's still right there. Every single time he toes the line, he is right there.
And I'm not sure that Tola had a little rush of blood to the head.
No.
It's Tola in third place there. He's clawed his way back to be 30, maybe 40 meters away from the leaders again.
Yeah.
But these guys, they look amazing. Evans Chebet taking the lead now, pushing the pace again.
And Cal Morrow fell off drastically. Saw him drop all the way into fourth, and now back into fifth behind Albert Corrier. And there you see Tola. Split screen, but from that lead camera, you can see he's still there. He may be able to push. Boy, that's such a big ass coming off that. Those hills and the heat that they found in Paris. That's what Chebet did not have to deal with. The guy who was third here in 2022 and fifth in 2021.
The guy in orange there, he was the one that fell in Paris. He was very disappointed. He was super fit. He said he banged his hip up just a little bit, but he's come around really well. He's now coaching himself, John, which is a really hard task to do. And to know how hard to push, to know when to relax. But he said things are going really well. He trains with one other gentleman, and he's really excited about his prospects coming in here. He said his body's been feeling great. He's a three-time Olympian. He was second in 2020, first in Rotterdam 2022, so clearly a guy knows how to run up front.
Sometimes when you coach yourself, it's about putting the joy back into your sport. You know, you go out there and there's so much pain, there's so much discomfort, there's so much exhaustion, but when you take the steering, it can really feel like you've got control over your future. You can put a bit of fun back into the whole thing. But I love seeing these guys race when they're shoulder to shoulder. No one's allowing anyone an inch. This is beautiful marathon.
He ran 2:04:45 for a national record earlier this year at the Rotterdam Marathon. There quite frequently. 4 times he set the Dutch national record. As they cross the 2-hour mark, we take just a small break and a quick word from our friends at Tata Consultancy Services.
Pushing the limits starts long before you cross the...
Keep getting beat, but he is like, no way, I'm coming back for the 4th time. I want to be even better, and I love that attitude, and that's, you know, most of us athletes are like that, right? But that's what he's all about. He is so thrilled to be back here.
And he would know that when you get to this point in the marathon that you are top 2, you don't get these opportunities very often. And having been here and having had those 4ths, those 5ths, those 6ths,
Yes.
this is an opportunity that he's been waiting for.
He says it's the best marathon in the world, and when you have that excitement to toe the line, that's what it's all about. He has looked the smoothest to me the entire way. Evans Chibet always strong here. You can't count him out. But Nagaye doesn't even look like he's breathing.
Oh, he does look to be very comfortable here. We've had winners from 12 different countries in the history of the TCS New York City Marathon. Never one from the Netherlands. Nagaye, a young man born in Somalia. Fled that country to the Netherlands when he was just 6 years old, spent time there, spent time in Syria, went back to his family's farm in Somalia, and decided he just missed the Netherlands and moved back and adopted his citizenship there, and now proudly represents that country, and it's only appropriate, even though I'm not sure that's how they match up the kit, but they've got the orange, which is obviously, if you watch the Netherlands, even though orange isn't in their national flag, but it seems to be their national color. If you ever watch the team on a World Cup stage or a international stage, their soccer team just always orange and always so well supported.
Well, just a little bit of a shout out for Med Keflezighi, the last American to win this race. Evans Chibet wants to go for a run with you, Med. That is the one person he said, anyone in the world he wants to go for a run with. He said, Med Keflezighi, a guy knows how to run here and win here. So does Evans Chibet. So just wanted to tell you that, Med. You got people that still love you and are rooting for you every step of the way.
And listen, if he had his chances, Met would run with everyone.
Exactly.
That's totally what he does, which is crazy. Take a look at our TCS stats. So that's where they go. Up the left side there of Central Park, which is actually the southern part of the park, and they jump out and onto the road just briefly, because we got to make sure we're at the official distance. We got to run a short 26.2 or the 42K.
And I know that we talk about Thunder Mile, about Thunder Alley, it's so loud, but this point right here where you go out of the park, the crowd is wild here. And it's at a different point of the race as well, because you know you're so close to the finish line that crowd really makes a difference.
All right, Galen Rupp, they're going to throw you off the course pretty soon, so give us one last report on what you see.
Yeah, I mean, Albert Carrera moved into 3rd place. He's running tremendously well. Tola gave a valiant effort. He got that gap down to 4 seconds, but it looks like it might not be in the card for him to win today. But my pick is Abhi Nagui right now. He looks amazing. I think that these two athletes, him and they're just really gearing up for a big finish. They don't want to push too hard. I think that it's going to come down to a sprint.
It will be curious to see, right, as you're watching, it's like, when do you go? You know, how much do you have in your legs? Do you have 400? Do you have 800?
Yeah, I think at this point, they've been running side by side for so long. They haven't broken each other. If I'm either one of them, I'm gearing up for really a 100-meter sprint at the end. Really, that's what it's going to come down to, I think.
The guy to me looks like he's been really smooth this entire way. Knowing that he had that falter at the Olympics, how much do you think that's driving him right now, Galen?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we talked about the Olympics taking a lot out of the medalists, having a great race, but it can also be a very motivating thing. It's something that you train so hard for. It only comes around once every 4 years, and when it doesn't go your way, sometimes that gives you that extra motivation and training to go back to the drawing board, hit it hard, and come back and really tear it up your next race.
And speaking of that, I mean, Evans Chebet didn't even get asked to do it for his country, so you know that right there is a huge motivator right there. As we're looking at Connor Mance as well, it's still looking very sharp at the end of this race.
Yeah, he's in 6th place currently as we look at the last 2 men into the Volvo final mile. If you're wondering, closest finish ever, Palter got by a second over Henrik Ramala back in 2005. Herman Silva won by 2 seconds. We were here in 2018 when Lisa DeCisa got through Shira Katana. They had a little shove there at the end, and it was 2 seconds to go. Galen Rupp, great work by you. We'll see you in here after the race. And one of these days, we're going to see you back out here. I think you got one more in you. Thank you, Galen. Also should mention he's very excited. Big win by the Ducks at Michigan in the Big House yesterday. And here's the guy who's decided to push through just as Galen predicted. Might be the fresher of the two. And it's not just his stride, but I do love the arm swing. Like, those arms look fresh as they go through the 400-meter mark. The flag on the other side of 400 meters is Botswana, which makes you think of Lexile Tobogo, who ran a great 4x400-meter leg at the Olympics for that country as they finished for silver. But look at how easily those arms work, how strong they are as he begins to pull away now from Evans Chebet.
Well, let me just say, this has been one of his bounce-back races for Abdi Nagaye. He went to the World Championships in 2022, had cramps. In 2023, he had a bad hammy. In 2024, he had to DNF the Olympics. He's been here. He hasn't quite made the top 2. He hasn't broke the tape. And ladies and gentlemen, looks like he is going to break the tape today.
There are some DNFs on the card in the biggest races, but as he looks behind, he's got space. He's got room. Now he can see that finish line on that tape. Abdi Nagaye, close here before, but this time, and for all of 2024, he will be known as the TCS New York City Marathon Champion, Abdi Nagaye. That's a guy who's pumped.
Now that's what makes me cry. That emotion, that excitement.
And that makes you that makes you cry too. Just the effort given by Evans Chebet, and to come up just short.
Yeah. The camaraderie, though. The
There's certainly
excitement for
some
each other.
disappointment there. Tamara Tola, once again, a marvelous finish here. That guy has run here. There he is across here in 3rd. He's run here 1, 4th, and 4th.
Albert Career snuck in there.
Me.
He was 3rd.
Onto the podium again. So,
yes.
So Tola has won, and 3 times he's finished 4th.
Wow.
I said it's the first time he's run here did not have bib number 4 on, which is usually his one. There you see, we're waiting. Jeffrey Kamworor is coming up the road as well.
He's back.
And there's Connor Mance running hard. Good showing here in New York. His first time running here. Again, he's running off of got to be some tired legs, because it's really been kind of a 4-marathon cycle for him. Had to qualify for the Olympics in Chicago, then make the team.
And
it's in there just over just under 2:09.
I mean, that was a time last year he was